Hello, everybody, and welcome to Unmade Gaming. It is Tuesday, and we're here with episode 2 of Myth Dawn. This game has been super fun, and we have non-stop been talking about it since last week, and then since the week before that, and then since several weeks before that. So we have a problem. If you don't like it, that's too bad. We like the hell out of it. So with that, we'll go to the resident artist in the group, the one who has been spamming us with photos and pictures and images and all kinds of stuff. Meta, who are you? What are you doing here? And who are you playing tonight?
I'm obviously only playing so I can draw art of things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Metamancer. I do tabletop roleplay on my channel as well. On Sundays, I run a horror game called Cthulhu Reveries. And on Saturdays, I usually play Darkest Dungeon or do horror art. I love doing art. I'm a digital artist by hobby. And I'm here playing Minea Etchery, who is a consort, kind of a support bard kind of class, I guess. And yeah, so I'm curious to see what happens with episode 2, considering the ending of the first episode. That's
true. And that is the only way we actually got you here. Was like, hey, do you want to come play a fantasy game? You're like, I don't know. You can draw it. You're like, all right, I'm in. The other person spouting all kinds of crazy lore all the time at us. Grant, who are you? What are you doing here? And who are you playing today?
My name is Grant Ellis. I'm an independent content creator for 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. I will be playing Brother Talk, the Lightforged Redemption Paladin, and I look forward to continuing our story.
Fantastic. And single-handedly, both in character and out, reworking the entire ecology of the Grigori. Summer, who are you? What are you doing here? And who are you playing today?
Hi, I'm Summer. I'm a Twitch streamer. We do D&D advice shows on Off the Table. We do so many different campaigns that we just started literally yesterday. We have 5 new campaigns this season. It's psycho. But yeah, I'm playing Zarina. Definitely, I think me not being part of the world building has let me go crazy with what the Grigori mean to me and like take full advantage of the fact that this is a world that you guys lovingly created together, and now I'm going to wreck everything that you had set up. Yeah,
like, you guys built everything all pretty, now I'm just gonna shit on it. Like, all right,
and
well,
I'm just gonna ruin it. No, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna make it good.
It's awesome.
Or better.
It's awesome. And last but definitely not least, the brainchild of the world-building creation tool we use to make this world, and the evil mastermind behind it all, Eric Vulgaris, who are you? What are you doing here? And what the hell are we doing tonight?
Hi, my name's Mike. I'm from unMadeGaming on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. I'm a pretty cool guy. No, I'm Eric.
Nailed it.
Mike's right there to the left. I'm a tabletop streamer and D&D show producer for Misclicks and their community over there. I'm super excited. I've also been launching all my shows for 2018. And it's been a grand old time. I'm excited to be back playing Torchbearer again with that crew of old hands and hats of the gaming industry, some designers and big names in it. We're all just kicking it together in the old B2 module, Keep on the Borderlands and Torchbearer. And it's been a freaking blast. If you don't know what that is, think of it as like Darkest Dungeon. It's pretty much as close as you can get to Darkest Dungeon in a tabletop setting. So it's been a lot of fun. And speaking of a lot of fun, I'm super excited about today because I'm excited about what's going to happen. I want to know what you guys have planned.
And what's going to happen?
Oh, I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell us in exciting ways.
Well, yeah. I mean, of course, I got pages and pages of notes of everything is script now. Yeah. I don't really script a lot of stuff except for nothing really.
Well, before we turn over officially to Eric, I will remind you guys all that there are ways you can interact with the show. Check the donation section down below for all the cool ways you can interact with us. Also, along the bottom, you'll see all of our micro goals, followers, retweets, subs, all that kind of cool shit. We're also doing a giveaway right now for the custom unmade gaming dice box from Elderwood Academy. So if you guys want that, exclamation point giveaway in the chat. And Eric, the audience is all yours. Take us away to Myth Dawn.
Awesome. Cool. So, our Star Seekers reached Cinderberry, the Mammoth Treant Warden, and eponymous Oasis Crossroads last session. Among their belongings was some crestfallen tidings that the Ruiner Hawk and their mysterious master, the Seventh Sister, have assembled an army and have their sights on the party and this patch of green grass. All the while, Vashnyara, the falling red star, herald of prophecies, continues glowing brighter and lower over the horizon. Welcome to Myth Dawn episode 2. We're going to start off doing some fun stuff like we did last session. We're going to be doing a little scene about our characters. And only this time I'm going to be joining in on this with an NPC. A little scene here. And I want us to take some time. And today's scene topic is your reflection in the water. And this is a chance for you to, soliloquize. That's a verb. I made it a verb now. And you're gonna do that and have fun. Show us a little bit about your character, and let's see how it goes. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Well, we're fighting today.
Yeah, no, good. That's
like fix it.
I'll dice you for it.
Oh no, you.
No, ladies first. No,
Okay.
no, I insist.
Well, I'll go then. Okay, so here we go. Zarina stands in a doorway, watching herself from a distance. We see the other Zarina, who had yet to be named, as she lies on a makeshift bed on the floor, the covers pulled up to her chin tightly. Her eyes are closed and she's shivering, covered in a cold sweat. Time seems to pass, but it's undefined. Everything around her passes in a blur. It's difficult to make out the details of the room and the bodies that move through, tending to her occasionally. And everything seems to shimmer with a dark purple light. Everything except the Zarina standing in the doorway, waiting for something to happen. Simultaneously, both Zarinas reach up and touch the back of their necks. The one on the floor cries out in pain and begins to weep. A figure rushes into the room and kneels at her side, a bowl of water in her hands. They dab at her face with a damp rag and begin to sing, their hand carefully prying Zarina's fingers from the back of her neck. The hazy figure places their own hand over her neck and it begins to glow a soft blue as the song continues and Zarina finally eases. The Zarina who stands sighs and takes a step backwards out of the room and the scene before her fades. In its place is a large blue wall of shimmering waters. She stands beside another version of herself and watches as her double reaches out to touch the water, but she never does. Both Zarinas look over their shoulders as a voice calls out their name, and the scene is gone. Zarina stands alone on a glassy plain that stretches endlessly in either direction. She closes her eyes for a moment, and when she opens them, she's back. She looks through the light mist at the three glowing figures sprawled out around a dimming campfire. Minaya, Rajin, and herself. The bright white glow that emanates from both of them is nearly irresistible. The deep burgundy glow she sees within her own body has faded from the brilliant red it had been all her life. She sits near her own body and looks out across the light speckled land and waits for morning, staying ever vigilant in case of another red light.
Oh, dang. I like the burgundy glow.
Now everyone's
smoldering. Yeah.
No.
That is
sad.
That is our show's catchphrases. Now you're sad.
Yeah, now you're sad.
And now you're sad.
Or we didn't discuss this, but what's the other one?
We did. Here we go.
I know we didn't
Cool.
talk about this, but
Yep.
all right, Grant. We know you're excited. You can barely contain yourself, and you're muted.
And you're muted.
10 out of 10. That's how excited Grant is. Still muted.
So muted. There you go. Oh, no.
We're so close.
No.
You know what's hilarious? That we were on a
Not
call
like
for
this.
literally like 20 minutes together, and it was working fine. And then as soon as you go live, this happens. This is
Yeah, you're not muted
Yeah.
in Zoom, but there's no voice. There's no sound coming out of your mouth.
Make sure everything's plugged in / on.
I like that it's like a mime situation where he just keeps talking. Like,
I can kind of
is
understand.
your see what microphone is set and in Zoom? Is it plugged in? That's a good question, Mangoat.
did you try hitting it? Well, while
Do you need to restart your
You
computer?
can't.
again?
You have to stare at it. You can't blink while you do it. You have to establish dominance. with your-
let the microphone
to
back
scare
down
it.
from you.
It was literally working like 5 minutes ago.
I know this is
Everybody
the
was
funniest
here.
part.
We all saw it.
Maybe while Grant's fixing that, maybe someone else wants to go.
Maddie, you want to go next? Just put you on the spot like a jerk. Meta. No.
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 Okay.
Doesn't want to go next.
All right.
Okay. So then I'll set the scene here. The scene is complete darkness. There is pressure all around Rajan's face. There is the choking lack of oxygen as his head plunges back out of a large barrel of water. The water kind of flies off of his head and whips around him, and there's tumultuous winds as he kind of looks around and regains his bearings. You can see that there is a Lightforged man in the distance on this wooden deck pulling at ropes and tying something down, and there's a voice in the distance that says, "You need to get your legs about you," as he kind of looks around and blinks back into reality as this purple lightning bursts horizontally across the landscape. These translucent blue sails kind of flicker and wave in this massive storm. And he kind of stumbles from the barrel to the side of the side of this, what looks to be a ship. But as he lurches over the side and heaves what's left of his meager breakfast over the side of the boat, you see that it is flying thousands of feet above the surface of the world. And as he looks down and heaves out that last plate of food, the world spins and he blinks, stumbling back, grabbing onto the barrel, and says, I don't think this is going to be for me, brother. I wasn't meant to be on a ship." And he stumbles back towards the cabin, and his brother kind of opens the door, and you see that there is an almost mirror reflection of another Voidborn looking identical to Rajan that opens this door and sort of claps him on the back of his ill-fitting armor and shoves him in. And in the distance you hear, "This is the 15th time this week that you have fallen ill. This isn't for you." And the door closes and locks. And that is where you see Rajan.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Sad day. Now you're sad.
Now you're sad.
Grant,
You are
No.
still not talking. Meta,
Oh, man.
you have no more stalling points. I'm sorry. It's all
no,
right.
I have one. I have one. I can.
Okay, sure.
Right, we can go. So, now everyone's going to be rearranged, but that's fine. I don't think it's your video camera.
Did it fix it?
My friend?
No. Oh,
Nope.
man. This sucks.
All right. Well, while you're working on it, I'll start. Cinderberry looks into their own little pool and sees their reflection. A few of their crimson leaves gently fall, rippling and swirling the water in Cinderberry's face. The camera follows those ripples and swirls as we go on a little journey together, a plane shift through space and time into the realm of memories. A younger Cinderberry is with another one of their kind, this time a radiant, golden oaked tree keeper who's larger than Cinderberry. But both of them maintain these enormous smiles, and they both appear to be singing a song together, a duet. And I'm going to try to sing now, and I apologize profusely. I'm heading down south to see my Shenandoah, who's strong as an oak and loves me softly like a pine. With my eyes on the trail, I swear to the sky I will see you. I'll make it to the grove against any powers, with a song on my lips and a bouquet of flowers. So look for me arriving before the very first light. Sweet Shenandoah, I'm coming home to you. My bark may be young, but my love is true. So wait for me until the light of the morn. My sweet Shenandoah, coming home to you. And they laugh, and they lock antlers for a little bit. The smiles recede. Then they kind of get a little serious. Don't say it, Cinderberry. Wouldn't dream of it. And then Cinderberry backs away, revealing a small little gift. A little blue egg with a deeper color blue that seems to sit inside of the shell and kind of move and move and rock gently like a sea. And as gently and very gently, Cinderberry presents the gift to their partner, and they lock antlers again before Cinderberry breaks out in song a little bit quieter now as he walks away. So wait for me until the light of the morn. But wasn't to be. Some tree poachers and tree rustlers from a nearby town found Cinderberry's friend first, and they bound this golden oaken keeper to some sort of arcane barrel. And then they macabrely jested, "Now keep good watch, keeper," as they started to go down and descend into the grove and set an ambush for Cinderberry's return. And then on the horizon, we hear the song coming again. "Sweet Shenandoah, coming home to you." And we see Cinderberry sing the song, unbeknownst to him, going into an ambush. His partner couldn't bear it. And when he hears the song, belatedly sings to themselves, "So wait for me until the light of the morn," before standing up and risking whatever concoction they have planned. Cinderberry sees the distant blast and rears, their minds fixed on the safety of the herd and the fellow warrens. And so they rush back and make sure everyone's safe. It's not until late in the evening that they find out that their golden oak partner gave their life for the herd. And upon news of this, Cinders took off like the Dickens, spurred west, and galloped with all the might they could muster. Smoky white were the dust trails that looked like storm clouds with each vengeful gallop. Bright red were their eyes that spitefully stung. Rich red was the watchfires of the poachers, ready to fight. Deep red were the burns and cuts Cinderberry endured, but velvet red was the blood of those who dared to do this to someone Cinderberry cares so much about. And then blue. Blue was the color of the gift they gave their partner. The only thing left in the blast. Limping, Cinderberry goes, sees the egg still intact, and collapses at it as the first light dawns on the horizon. Some time passes. Cinderberry watches their forest and herd move on, unwilling to move on from where their partner is gone, where their partner gave their life to warn him and the forest. And, Cinderberry buries that gift, buries that egg, and then slowly that crater begins to fill with pristine blue water that heals the land and the surrounding area. It erases the smolder and smoke and turns it a lush green. And then the camera swirls again, and we come back to the present day, that same water. And we see rippling Cinderberry's reflection as another leaf falls into the pond. There. It's my scene.
Hashtag now you're sad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now you're really
I'm extra sad. Is my microphone working?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it is.
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, I just had to restart Zoom for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, Grant, it's your turn because Matter wants to go last.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Talk lay at the bottom of the waveless pool, his unblinking eyes fixed skywards, towards the ebon vault of the star-studded heavens. Night's canopy curtained the sleeping earth, like a shadowy veil, pierced by the faintest twilight. Night guards the lovely secrets of what waits for all who pass beyond. Talk yearned to return to the heavens he once called home. A stone skipped across the water surface. Talk perceived the rings of light, and it reminded him of the stars that fall, and the great question that each Lightforged is left to answer for their own. Why do the stars fall as they do? As his memory incremented, replacing the old with the new, he remembered the promise he had made to himself. He would reunite Rajan with his brother, no matter the cost. With that, he allowed himself to rise to the surface. exiting the water in deep reverence, not making a sound. That's
Yeah.
Meta,
All right.
Yeah,
it's your turn.
I'm ready. Okay. I just like hearing everybody's stories. They're so inspiring. Okay. Manea stands above flowing waters, and she looks across the horizon where shimmers of water and song are dancing together harmoniously. The sun has finally set, and the world around her has turned into an oasis of glowing lights and shimmers. A small critter jumps onto her shoulder, and with a small glowing gem in its hand, or tiny paws in this case, he hands it to Manea before nuzzling into her hair. They both smile, it appears, and as if there's a twinkle in their eye, they stare at the world ahead of them, full of curiosity and adventure. That's it.
Aw.
It's a short one.
Yeah, I know. Not all of them have to be very long.
Not
That's
all of them
very
can
good.
Have a song in them. Jeez, Eric, way to
Mine
show
was
off.
kind of happy. I guess it was
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah, it's optimistic. Yeah.
Eric over
good.
here pulled the rug up from under us. He's like, "Oh, it's a happy song." And it's like, then everyone dies. We're like, oh no! Did everyone die?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was good. Cool. Awesome. Thanks, everybody. That's. Oh, and is that good? Okay. Cool. All right. So we are in Cinderberry's Oasis, also called Cinderberry. People aren't really clever. You guys have, as far as you know, maybe 2 days at most before the advancing army by the Ruiner Hawk touches down here. Both sides of the Warforged are getting ready to leave thanks to Brother Talk's negotiation strategies, and they feel satisfied with the agreements. What do you do?
I pull up my notes from last session as a free action.
Ooh.
Well, I don't think, told anybody that he gave me the seed yet, so I should probably do that.
Well, I rejoined the group completely exhausted, dripping
Yeah.
from my recent dip in the pool. And I sort of clumsily make my way back to the group. They have come to terms. And
Oh, yay.
the army approaches. In 2 days' time, they will be here. And now we must make a decision as to how we deal with this.
Well, this might influence our decisions, so... And she holds out the seed. And, so Cinderberry gave me this. It's kind of important, and it's going to help us with the star.
Hmm.
In what way?
We have to bring it with us. It'll bring us to the star and help us.
Is it a compass?
It's... no... I've never used one of these before. Maybe we should ask for more information.
I love Medea. He didn't give you instructions on how to use it.
Well, it was a very emotional moment, so, I needed, some time.
Okay. I get that you needed time.
Minea,
Yes.
do you think you could ask Cinderberry if he can move his oasis? If he cannot, we may need to ride out to meet the army head on and delay them. But that would involve mustering the Lightforged. They may not be willing to join us in such a fight.
Okay.
I thought your people didn't fight. They just talked forever and ever and endlessly, incessantly, until everyone died around them.
Fighting's how we debate, debate's how we fight.
That's what I said.
To Talk's defense, we managed to deal with our problems in a civilized manner last time. Sort of. I mean,
He wrestled him.
that's pretty civilized, I guess. There's rules, and It
We
worked
will
out
not
in
be
the
so
end.
lucky.
I mean,
We will not be so fortunate.
There's rules in
What?
combat also.
It didn't really work out though, because that's why the army is coming.
Thank
Akkad
you.
and I
But
made
they
an
were
agreement.
gonna come anyway.
Not if we went with him.
We have an agreement, Akkad and I, that the next time we meet, we will meet on the battlefield as enemies, but brothers still.
I know this doesn't really go along with anybody else's plans, but we could leave and lead the army away from all of this.
No, leaving directly goes with my plans. Yes.
Akkad
perfect.
promised that should he find Cinderberry, he will raise it to the ground.
Well, that's why I'm saying we go away from here and we lead them away.
Everyone follows us?
Let me ask Cinderberry if he can move the oasis.
It
If he
seems
can't.
unlikely.
We may try asking him first.
Good idea. Cinderberry.
Hey, good morning to you, little Melody. What's up?
So
He's just
we
there
have an
the whole time.
idea.
What's up?
And so basically, can you move the oasis?
No can do, singing one. No can do. It's kind of where it's supposed to be.
Well, what if we said it was supposed to be somewhere else? Then could you move it?
He does. He chuckles and shakes his head. His demeanor is obviously belying that he's more sad on the inside than he's leading on this conversation. And he goes, "No, the water comes from where it comes from. Can't be moved."
Cinderberry, has your oasis ever been attacked before? What do you do in troubling times when armies invade?
Oops. Not much. See, we don't really get too many angry types around these parts. Nothing in terms of no armies. Maybe some rustlers, but I'm a pretty big keeper here.
Well, Akkad is raising an army, and they've promised to burn your oasis to the ground.
Yeah. His
And
nostrils
we can
flare.
defend you. We can defend you. But the odds will not be in our favor.
He nods and says, he's doing the math in their head. You know, the calculus of war and what could happen. It says, look, I might be old, but I still got some fight in me. And they're coming for their oasis. Gotta come through me. But I ain't leaving this place.
I'm going to attempt... okay, yeah, let Cinderberry finish.
Unlike you, I think you and your companions should get going. You have your own problems to deal with over on that there yonder horizon. Pointing to Vashnyara.
All right. I'm going to attempt to... the
sniffs the
Lightforged
air.
haven't left?
They're still packing up. Yeah, he sniffs the air, and something's. He has a bad, someone's cooking something that's bad. You know what I mean? There's a bad smell to it.
Okay.
What's wrong?
I'm going to attempt to give a rousing... they're on their way. The army has come. I'm going to give a rousing speech to the Lightforged that they must defend the Oasis, that the Oasis will be here to protect or to replenish and refresh those that come after them. It is their duty to protect the Oasis, and my goal is to rally as many Lightforged as possible that will listen, hoping that they have found some form of respect from me being the great mediator during their last deliberation. This is Independence Day. This is Aragorn riding out in front of the troops. This is Brad Pitt, we are lions. This is I've got to go all out, try to get the Lightforged, and I'm going to raise my sword, the Redeeming Grace, and try to draw their attention to me. It would probably be the brightest thing around, and try to summon the Lightforged to me and let them know that the army approaches and the army is coming. In 2 days' time, we must defend the oasis.
Okay. Absolutely. So you give a big old rousing speech to the Lightforged.
And I expect their response, "This will never do." Those words have haunted me for a week. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, to see if they will stand with Cinderberry.
Right. This is a very difficult test. I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
To get everything you want, it's a very difficult test, but I'm willing to see what the role is and work from there in a sort of a graduated situation.
All right, I'm calling upon the divine channel within me. So that's going to be this for the session. I probably won't get it back.
Is this the inspiration, and this is like your
This is my channel divinity that gives me +5 to my persuasion rolls. Right. Double check. All right, so
is this why your sword glows so bright, and does it do anything to your voice? Like, what does that look like when you channel divinity?
You know how light forges are tied to the idea of colors, spectrums on the light, various colors?
Yeah, totally.
Now, I have no color, and I am in fact color blind, but to a light forge, I appear to emanate their chosen prism, and they see me as if I was one of them. So to the red, I appear red. To the orange, I appear orange. To the blue, I appear blue. I grow roughly 4 inches in stature, and my voice is not my own. It's less mechanical, and it becomes far more melodic and peaceful. It's a piercing voice that touches right to the soul of every living creature. And so I'm making my attempt. Don't fail me, Grant. 26.
Hey, that's pretty good. Okay. So you give this rousing speech, and everybody. Oh, okay. So everybody hears this amazingly rousing speech by Tak, who's able to unite both of these groups of Lightforged, who then look to each other, and they really do want to go back, but you have convinced them about their duty and their place. And they say, if this is the fight we must have, then this will do. This will do, they say in unison.
And I raise my sword, I wave it over the crowd as if to ceremoniously grant them for this one special occasion all rights and privileges of a soldier, which we are not as Lightforged. Mm-hmm. And then point the Redeeming Grace towards Cinderberry, signifying that he is to lead them into the fray. However, they are to respect the voices of their elders and their leaders among them, both the brother and the sister who we consulted with last time, and to make good on their promises, and they shall be upheld in the battle to come. As for us, we got to get out of here.
They're kind of expecting you to train them.
Okay.
They look around like, sure, but I don't know how they fight. Like say this is Cinderberry, like looking to you, Tak, right? Being like, I don't know how they actually fight. I fight a little differently.
Okay.
We can't stay.
We have 2 days. We can stay for 1 day and give them some quick instructional design. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to ask them how they defend and protect themselves in their most natural way.
Yeah, that's a really good question. That one that's going to have some practical applications. As you see, approaching, that's trying to be stealthily, but they're not. And this goes back to what Cinderberry was smelling. And I think maybe it's perhaps Cinderberry that points them out. There are these 3 shapes kind of in like a triangle formation, kind of like slowly approaching the camp. They're almost like slithering underneath the dunes, like the rocky dunes. So, yeah. Tell me, what do you do?
Men, this is your first lesson. Kill them before they kill you. And
Why?
I draw my sword.
They're not going to kill us.
These slithering things?
We don't know who they are. What if they're friendly?
Well...
Cinderberries, they're not friendly.
An elephant never forgets. And I call for the Lightforged to join me in battle. This will be their first lesson. Their fists if they have to, whatever they have, whatever they can get their hands on. Raijin, you will be the head instructor. Join me. Take up a weapon, and we must kill these intruders, and we must teach the Lightforged how to fight, like a Voidborn would.
Okay. You guys have a chance, so you guys can you had spotted them early because you also had, as part of that successful persuasion, you have a chance to see these things come in. Go ahead and I guess get ready to roll initiative here.
All right.
All right. Talk's great at that. Oh, he's better this time.
Go. Oh,
That's not terrible. I didn't do bad. Yay.
Could you guys do me a favor? That's fine for this time, but next time select your token and do the initiative so I can get the turn order set up. That's fine.
Yeah, I can still do it. You can re-roll and do it. It'll pop it in there. You just gotta change the number manually.
Yeah. Can you all do that so they all get set in there? That'd be great.
Let's see if I can do that.
And
I need him doing mine.
And you also should be able to change your own number manually, I think.
yeah. So Talk, you did yours.
And I get a +1 to mine.
Yeah, nice.
Summer, could you stop rolling the same number as me, please?
No.
Last combat, you also rolled the same number as me. Oh, gosh.
I can't seem to get higher than a 10 on my rolls.
It's all right. You're
weird,
getting all those
right?
bad rolls. Getting all those bad rolls out early.
I'm just so surprised because I have a 3 initiative.
Yeah, you
Okay.
have the highest dex.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, what the fudge?
So these burrowing creatures are far away from you right now, and what I mean by that is probably more than 120 feet away. But they seem to be racing towards you, you three, like sharks. And so I mean, Ragin, you have like a retinue of about 20 odd Lightforged.
Yeah, he's not used to having to teach
But,
anyone anything.
Yeah.
Never mind himself.
Okay, but yeah. So turn order begins. Initiative begins. Talk. What do you do?
All right. I advance towards one of the approaching, slithering beneath the sands objects. I draw my heavy crossbow and I fire a bolt at range. Has a range of 100. That's what I do.
So, yep, cool. It's an attack at disadvantage because of the distance and because they're like basically burrowing on the ground.
Is it okay? Okay, so it's a straight. No, it's not a straight roll. So 13.
Okay. Your shot seems to just go. Yeah, I think probably too short. They're probably out of range.
Okay.
You have to your crossbow just can't shoot that
I'd
far.
say the range of heavy crossbow is 100 feet. That's the low number, not the high number. And I did advance on them 20 feet to get within range.
But they're more than I said. They're about like roughly. Far.
Yeah, I heard 120.
They're more very far. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got it. Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing. But no, they're just a little bit too far out there. Okay.
That's fine.
So maybe you actually overshoot it. It's hard to shoot a far distance shot like that.
Yes.
And maybe they're moving too fast. So that. Right.
I have horrible depth perception. Just
cool. All right, Zarina.
I'm also going to shoot at them with
Cool.
my longbow, which has a short range of 150.
Okay. That is not disadvantage then.
Cool. That's an 18.
Yo. Yeah. You line up your shot and it strikes true.
Cool.
Damage.
5. Yay!
Nice. Yeah, he wounded. You see it. So I'm shooting. I assume it's the same one that Brother Talk was shooting at. So you come up next to them and take your time and aim true. And as all of these little slithering land sharks are approaching you, this one gets hit and seems to like veer off and jerk. And you see the little arrow stay on it for a while and then break off. You definitely hit it. I think as it breaks off, you see that they have layers and layers of hardened scale on their back. Like row after row of like chitinous armor.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Awesome.
Cool. Raijin, you're next.
Yeah, so you would see Raijin. He's kind of getting all of the Lightforged on rank, and then manually moving their arm up like an action figure with their sword to correct their stances and like kicking their feet out. No, you gotta straighten your gear. I don't know, whatever. Stand up all the way, legs this way, shoulders back, arms straight, sword out. And then he takes his own cutlass and he walks a few paces. He walks, his whole movement speed in front of Zarina and Tak, and pulls out his shield and takes a defensive stance in front of them, waiting for whatever this sand lizard is to get to him. Because he doesn't have any ranged weapons.
All right. Then it's these things' turns. Now they are in close range. They are 60 feet away ish, give or take. Once again, I said they move very fast. So essentially, if you wanted to, you could. If you moved again, you would be. If you move, you would be then in, within 30 feet. And so then if you double move, you could engage them. Right.
Okay.
So just think of it that way in terms of abstract zones.
Sure.
All right. Next time I will draw, going forward, I'll have a sort of like zone map. So it's easy to kind of see where everyone's at. All right. Cool. And then we can just translate crossbow distances and longbow distance and what that means. Okay. So anyways, in the meantime, they double moved. So they're getting real close to you. What do you want to do, Meta?
Not be close to them.
Yeah.
So I guess I can. I'm really far from the party. I guess I can double move to the party. Maybe get close enough. I'm not sure how. I'm pretty far off on the far side. So.
Oh no, you're okay. If you want to get close to the party, that's fine. You can do that.
Would that be both my action or my action, I guess?
No, that's you can move to get close to the party. You guys are all around the same space.
Okay.
Abstractly.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be always close to Z. So, okay. So I'm gonna actually use Bardic Inspiration on Talk.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So he gets a 1d6. He can use any time before or after a d20, as long as you had it decided what the roll succeeds or fails.
Okay. Cool. All right, then top of the order. Talk, it's back to you.
All right. Are they close enough to where I would not be at disadvantage with my heavy crossbow?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to prepare another shot and get ready, calling out to the Lightforged. We see the enemy with their hardened scales approaching. Know now that here they die in this battle. And then I'm going to let a shot go. And hopefully, let's see what I got. Did it actually roll?
Doesn't it? Well, here's a question for you, though. Doesn't it take an action to reload a heavy crossbow?
I think so.
Pretty certain.
Twice on the double check. So it does have loading. Does loading take an action, or does loading stop it from being used twice in the same round?
Loading takes an action.
Then I am dropping the heavy crossbow and drawing the great sword, and if giving you an if-then statement for ready action.
Okay.
If one of these creatures comes within attack range of me, and I will advance 30 feet forward, I will attack it.
Okay. That makes sense. Sounds good. Okay. Zarina.
So still kind of, you said 60 feet away, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
But
just
closing
shoot him
fast.
again.
Yeah, it worked well the first time.
And it worked well the second time.
Yeah.
Woo!
Nice. Yep. Damage.
That's 10 piercing damage.
Holy shit. Wow, that's really good.
Yay!
Okay.
Show off.
I'm good at this
Yeah.
one thing. I'm just gonna keep doing it.
Cool. Yeah, that one's sluggish. All right. Yeah. Ragin?
Yeah, so seeing that Brother Talk now has his useful weapon out, he kind of looks at him, nods, and then he sinks back down. And I'm gonna take a dodge action until they get up to me. Or actually, I guess I'll pull the same move as Brother Talk. If they get within 30 feet of me, I'll move 30 feet and attack.
Oh, you know what? I was wrong about that. Grant, sorry, by the way, in the future.
Yeah, I'm okay about it, though, because I kind of want to draw the sword anyways and kind of be this guy approaching in front of all the Lightforged. I think it looks more cinematic.
Okay. All right, and so you're set up as well.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So now the three of these things kind of break the surface, kind of like a shark like jumping out of the water, and you can see that they have about 8 legs underneath these wormy chitinous bodies, and these massive rows of mandibles. These things look like very, very, I don't know, the best, hideous land lobsters with really short arms is probably the closest thing that I can think of.
I like it.
Roughly the size of a dog, something like a size of a retriever. And so the first one, so they're all going to again now double move again to finally get in range of you all. And here's the other thing. When they jump out of the ground, and this is how they double move. They're going to when they jump out of the ground, they seem to mutate in front of you, as from their chitinous wings that they're breaking off the rocks. It's not like this chitinous armor. It kind of unfolds into wings as they spend the last 30 feet of their movement, like sort of jumping out into like these sort of like gliding creatures with these wings. So they're kind of up in the air a little bit.
Gross.
Disgusting.
What's better?
I was on board for land lobster dogs, but now you gave them wings. And now
flying
they're gross.
lobster dogs?
Yeah, so now they're actually more like chitinous lobster lizard locusts. Pretty much everything unpleasant.
Yeah.
I like it.
So I think technically your reaction could trigger. However, they're in the air, so I don't think you have a valid target.
Okay.
Right? 'Cause I think they're too high up for you to hit. They're about
high are
they're hovering about 20 feet over you.
Okay, I wouldn't be able to hit one.
Yeah.
Well, shit. That would trigger my action
Yeah.
too, but they're also too high. So I guess at this point,
Yeah.
like Raging kind of looks over to
The
Talk.
Lightforged look at you too, right?
Yeah.
You're like, they're too high. What do we do? You didn't train us for this.
Yeah, so Raijin kind of looks over to Talk and says, "Well, we didn't see this one coming. I'm not fit for aerial combat."
What are you talking about? You're a Dragonborn. You were born for aerial combat.
In a ship.
You have a breath weapon.
No, I don't.
You're a Voidborn. I'm gonna throw him at him.
They have a fear attack.
Well, I can still do this. So I'm going to drop the great sword and attempt to javelin. Assuming
yeah.
we're at the top of initiative. I don't know.
Yeah. We are back on the top of the. Oh no, Min's got to go, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that was our triggered action
Yeah.
to attack.
Oh,
but we missed
yeah,
it.
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't have ranged attacks really, so let's see.
I'm here for you guys.
Sing 'em to
Vicious, vicious mockery. Just you can totally get these guys.
I don't think that. Well, I mean, technically they can hear me, but it would affect everybody in the area, and I can't really tell all of the Lightforged to close their ears because that whole thing. So
Aim for the point high above us, so we're out of the sphere.
Raging looks back at
that's
you.
not how it works.
Raging looks back at you
you're
and
right.
says, "Talk
You
him
can hear.
down."
I like you.
That's good.
Okay, I'll do a I don't know, man. Honestly, I can't really do anything. I can give another bardic inspiration to somebody, but that's about it.
Yeah. Or you can help somebody so that their next thing to do is get advantage. Or if there's something you can do that can cause them to have disadvantage that you can think of fictionally.
Well, I mean, they're within 60 feet of us.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're within 20 feet of us.
Okay, so I could force them to roll an ability check in order to not be charmed. But that's up to
Okay.
you if you feel like that's a valid attack.
Yeah, but what is the effect here?
This
you're
is
doing?
cutting words. Basically, I use a bardic inspiration to charm a creature, but unless they're immune to charming. So, like, it's a psychic
they're not-
attack.
Right. Is mechanically charming is only to humanoids or anything?
It's anything that can hear.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Except for
Then they're
elves.
eligible. They're eligible to be charmed.
Okay. So in this case, it's not cutting words. I'm not talking. I'm singing a song, and it's like kind of like a war song. So it feels a lot more jarring, even when everybody else hears it. Though it's not affecting them, they kind of get this ominous feeling. And so I use that, and I'll take out one of my bardic inspirations.
Cool.
And they have to, so they have to do an ability check, which
pretty much anything that they do.
yeah.
An attack roll, ability check, or damage roll. You can use your reaction to expend your bardic inspiration to
Yeah.
subtract a number from their roll.
Okay. Per bardic inspiration, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds good. Now we're on top of the order. So which one did you hit? This left, middle,
Yeah.
or right?
Yeah, that was my easiest target.
Okay. The one that's already been wounded twice by Zarina. That's the one you want.
I guess.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
I'll make a
It's
mark on
fine.
it. It's fine. No problem. Okay. Cool. Top of the order, brother. Talk.
All right, I'm chucking a javelin at the one on the right.
Sure. This one. Yep.
Did it roll? Is it not rolling?
No, all I see is unless your name is Summer and you rolled an 18 on a longbow for me.
No, it's not. Okay, here we go.
Nice.
Yeah, 18's good.
18 hits, so Shazam, 4 piercing damage.
Oh, that's
And,
good. Yep.
All right. Like that, men. Like that.
Yeah, it the javelin breaks on its inner body. It bats it down. I really like showing a lot of damage when you do more than when it's bloodied, right? But you did hit it, right? So don't think that it didn't do anything, right? This is like the stamina getting knocked down in a fight when this happens. Okay, cool. Looks good to me. Zarina.
Guess what?
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
It's bow time.
16.
That's good enough when it's flying.
Heck yeah. 12 that time.
Holy
Jesus.
crap.
Sorry.
I think it's dead.
Yeah, you killed it.
So the new strategy is protect Zarina and just
Yeah.
Why do you think I'm around her all the time?
Right. It cries out as you shoot it right in the head, right in the mouth as it like chokes on the arrow and instantly falls down. It rides on the ground as it's in its death throes trying to shake, and it can't. But can't focus on it too much because especially for you, Raijin, you can't see what's going on because you're dealing with your own problems in front of you.
am I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what to do to this fucking thing. Is there one, like, how close is the one that's near me?
It's 20 feet in front of you, above
Okay.
you, basically.
Have you thought about picking up the heavy crossbow that I dropped?
No, because you dropped it way back there.
No.
Uh,
You go back there and get it. You can shoot them from far
that's
away.
true. Is his javelin sticking out of the other one?
It broke.
Oh, it broke.
Yeah, it shattered. It broke on it.
Yeah, I'm not good at crossbows. Yeah,
It's smoking. It's actually smoldering in the ground.
It's gonna explode.
that's
I
concerning.
don't like this.
It's not like it's what's the best word? It's not necessarily fire smoldering. It's corroding. It's probably the better word to put it.
That's gross. Yeah, he
But
regrets
wood's not
his
a metal,
decision
so I don't
to
know-
not
I don't
learn
know how to describe
use, ranged weapons, and then he I guess he looks back to talk and he says, "Kick that over here," about the crossbow. And assuming Talk kicks it over here, he picks up the crossbow, loads it, and then attempts to take a wild shot with this thing because he has no idea how to use a crossbow. Which I believe I have proficiency in, but it's just a dexterity attack. So let's do this plus 2. So it's 16.
16's good enough.
Cool. Damage on a crossbow is 1d8, right? Is that right?
Heavy crossbow, I think, is a D10. Is it
Is it
not?
a d10?
It's a D10. Yeah.
Yeah.
10.
Okay.
Flying
This was the one in
crab
front of you,
monster.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Super nice shot. Yeah, no, you absolutely wounded with that one. The bolts begins to corrode as you knock off some of its scales, and they flutter down to the ground. There's a bolt sticking out of it. It's hissing and green coming down from it. Nice shot.
But the move is all like action hero. She's like, kick it over here. And
Yeah.
he grabs it and like dodge rolls and then fires on it and then looks back to Talk, who's not looking at all. And he's like,
Yeah.
damn it.
No, Talk is completely impressed, and he gives you like a nod of respect.
But
Cool.
it just
Yeah,
looks
I was
like every
gonna
other
say
nod.
Zarina gives the thumbs up too, like nice job.
All right. The other two.
Men's in the back, just like, yeah.
Singing.
These two flying sand cockroaches, for lack of a better term,
Gross. It's getting worse.
soar over the battlefield, and you could see they open their mouths and
God.
they draw in the air. Their bodies blovate, and I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna roll a D4, 2d4, and see. what I get. 1 and 4. Min and Raijin, you guys are both targeted by as this shot of acid flies out from their mouths as they hawk up this line of corrosive spit. And I need you guys to both make a dexterity saving throw for me.
No, those are my worst ones. Yep.
Yeah, that's not
Don't
what
forget
you...
about your advantage, though.
It's only a 4. So...
How do I do the worst on my second best skill?
I
don't
rolled a
understand.
1. Okay.
Yeah, that's really not good. Both recovered and take 21 points of damage.
Ouch.
Wow.
That's a really good roll by me too.
We done fucked up.
The second one also flies over the battlefield and does the same thing. This time, this one's flying and tries to target Zorina and Talk.
Cool. Dex?
It chooses its targets randomly. Yes, same thing.
Oh, welcome to my nightmare.
Oh God, this is a nightmare. Can you?
So that's a dex save?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Dang, that was so bad.
And I'm going to use my bardic inspiration. I may have saved, but I'd like to use
You have it, yeah.
Okay.
it.
Yeah, you may.
It's 26. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Nice.
18.
18. Nice. Cool. So 20 points of damage. Grant, you saved. You take 10.
Okay.
And then as their bodies spitting up this acid, they look thin again and fly around. Their mouths are just kind of stuck open. You see like they have these huge long tongues in them, and they just kind of fly. These are nasty creatures.
Yeah.
Real gross.
Yep. Cool. That's my turn.
And ouchie.
Yeah, I'm sure that wasn't great for everybody.
No.
Grant, you have drawn the ire of chat. Laurelania comes in and donated $25 and says, please ruin Grant for this many experience. So, Laurelania, when you just look at the donation section down below, pick whatever you want that you feel would ruin Grant most effectively and let me know.
Someone's salty and bitter.
Yeah, we saw what happened on Encounter Roleplay.
Yeah, we saw.
I did not see.
No. Shots fired.
I believe Grant was her DM.
I wasn't the DM. I just
made a donation.
What comes around? Yeah, what goes around comes around.
Well.
Gotcha. So yeah, Laurelania, as soon as you let me know what you want to ruin Grant's life with, we can make that happen. In the meantime, are we dying yet? Is everyone dead?
I'm not dead.
My turn's over. It's Min's turn.
Thank you.
Well, we need some healing up in this business, so okay. With a lot of pain and whining, Min kind of gets herself somewhat assembled and takes out her violin's bow and starts playing a song of healing. And she is targeting Z specifically. And the song that she plays has these waves of yellow bursts like the sun.
Aw. The notes heal you for...
Wait, do I have to cast at a specific level?
Yeah. So you can so at higher levels, you can heal more damage.
So I can
cast
do
a different
level 3?
Level 2.
Level 2.
I think it's a third level bard. You can cast 1 second level spell.
Okay.
Is that right? I have to look at your casts and your progression, but that seems right. 2.
So
okay.
1d4 plus 3.
It should be an extra d4, I think, at a higher level. Dude, I think it already factored in the healing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it should have popped up and asked you what level
it did 3. Yeah, it rolled. So you did a total of 8.
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh. Thanks, man.
Yes.
Nice.
I'm definitely the most qualified to save us right now.
Yeah.
Well, you're my favorite.
Yeah.
That's obvious.
Also,
Oh.
I'm really sorry. I didn't look at your guys' character sheets and realize you don't have ranged weapons. I didn't do that.
I'm not mad.
He found our one
Right.
weakness.
Yeah. Acid.
Acid
My
and
weakness.
flight.
Bullets.
Yeah.
Stairs.
Oh god.
Okay. Stop the order of talk. It's your turn. These things are still flying over, harassing you.
Straight line, or roughly, how many are close to, or if you were to draw a straight line from me to each one, how close are they?
At this point, one of them is probably like 30 feet and the other one's about 20 feet from you.
Above me? All right.
Yeah.
So the one 20 feet away, I am, and it's flying?
Mhm.
This will be fun. I cast Sleep on him, and that's for 24 points. So if that's enough to make it fall asleep, it should fall out of the sky and crash, probably waking itself back up.
Yeah. Which one is that?
The one 20 feet away. I can't reach the other.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So it's this one.
Yeah.
So that one's 20 feet away. That is enough. That does affect it. And it goes ahead and it does crash down. So I guess it takes, was it D6 for each 10 feet, right?
I believe so.
That sounds right. So it takes 2d6 because it falls 20 feet.
All right. I'll roll that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
You rolled
got
it.
it.
Okay. You don't,
No,
if you
fine.
don't, okay, cool. Yep. And then it wakes up, but it's on the ground.
Cool.
Cool.
Groggy, I hope.
Yeah. Good move. It's confused on what happened. It blacked out.
Oh.
Hey, that's a tricky move there.
Yes.
Zarina. Your
Okay, I'm gonna hit the one that's still in the sky,
Okay.
or try to.
I don't know. With your rolls, it seems like it's game. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
But
wow.
listen,
Natural one.
I'm gonna
No, it's
take
okay.
that. I'm
Yeah.
gonna take that Twitter. What's it called?
Advantage.
Okay.
And hit it with 22 instead.
Yeah. I mean, you absolutely can do that. You take
That's
you take the
9.
advantage for 9.
Goodbye, advantage. Worth it.
Cool. This one's also bloodied down. Well, that's the other shot. It goes in on for 20. Let me read this real quick. Anybody makes an attempt or ability check, drops the floor, chanting zoon, zoon, zoon. Zoon, 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 make my heart go boom, boom.
No, that's her character
Oh.
that he cursed.
Bye.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Do you want to, Grant? Do you or no?
Well,
You as
I like
player, do you
my-
want that or not?
oh, me as a player, glasses are coming off.
Oh god.
I can drop and say Zune and handle this little lady. She's all talk.
Okay.
I will do it.
Starting a war now. Great.
Oh
Yep.
my god.
Like we need we need a
God.
war on a different front right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I assume this one that's on the floor, or on the ground, 'cause that's what it's
Yeah.
called when you're outside, is
Yeah, it's
prone.
close.
Is prone because it was sleeping. Okay, cool. Yeah, Ragin immediately throws that crossbow down and picks back up his cutlass, and he's running over there back to this thing and attacking with some advantage because that son of a gun's prone.
Yep. It's close and then engaged. You have advantage. These things are all things.
Fuck me running.
That's not enough.
Now, isn't the rule with inspiration you can give your inspiration to other people?
Yes.
No, okay, I'm giving my inspiration to Ragin.
I already had advantage though. Inspiration only
Yeah.
gives you advantage. Oh no, Grant's frozen forever.
Well, inspiration lets you re-roll.
Does it? I thought it just gives you.
Am I
advantage.
still here? Am I
Yeah,
good?
you're back.
No, I thought
Okay.
inspiration only grants advantage.
Yeah, it only grants you advantage.
Double check.
And you
Can we,
it's possible,
we don't
man.
have to do it right now. I'll look it
Yeah,
up.
but here's the thing. Cool.
Okay.
Here's game time decision, everybody.
Yeah.
Do you want to change how inspiration works? Okay, it's
Sure.
a game time decision.
I don't
If you
care.
change inspiration, it can behave like bardic inspiration, where you can roll and add a like a D8 to your roll, right, or a D6 to your roll for spending your inspiration, and you can do that after your roll, rather than waste your character moment defining inspiration, not a failure.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do. We'll treat inspiration like a D whatever.
No, you're right. It only gives you advantage. So he already had advantage, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Okay, cool, great, cool. From now on, that's what's happening then. All right, so from now on, inspiration. You could if you want to spend inspiration then and roll just like a bardic inspiration, add to your roll scenario here. I think a D6. You want to add a D6 to your 11.
Yeah, I will spend my inspiration. I have one.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Come on.
Cool. So that's what inspiration will do.
Fuck you.
Not great. Nope, not enough. So what happens here?
12 doesn't hit. You sure?
It grabs your sword, right? And it's trying to like fight you with your sword. Like you stab down at it, right? And like it's while it's prone, it moves, it rides very quick. The things are very agile. And starts flattering its wings and kicking up dust and grabs your sword and you're wrestling with it. You weren't able to really get a good stab on it. And okay.
I hate these monsters.
Yeah, you really should. These monsters are the pits.
Yeah.
These creatures are mean.
It's gonna stand up in front of you, Raijin, and bite at you. Are you gonna command these Warforged who are just waiting around?
To be honest, I kind of forgot about them. They existed most of the time.
Okay. Well, it's okay because I roll a 1 as well.
Oh, thank Christ! I only have 4 hit points.
Yep. The second one is actually going to come to the ground and charge down at you, Brother Talk.
He's welcome to.
So it dives to the ground and uses its glide into go into a leap like an 8-legged lion, and it gallops and jumps at you with its claws and its bite out. But I mean, it technically only has a bite attack, but it has claws, so it's using them too, right? And I got an 18.
An 18 will hit.
For 9 piercing damage.
Got it.
Yes.
Yikes.
How about this? When your proficiency goes up to raises, so does your inspiration.
Cool.
Okay.
But that's kind of how Bardic works. Is every certain number of levels the dice increase.
And they stack. You can use inspiration, like your character inspiration and Bardic inspiration.
Okay.
So if you really want to succeed at something, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, if you completely screw a dexterity roll to save yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I forgot to use my inspiration. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, because meta. Yeah, because inspiration is a your character gets it for doing a defining moment. I think you get it every time we start the game when you do one of those cool scenes.
Mm-hmm.
From that, it kind of refreshes it for the session.
Got it.
And then so you use it or lose it kind of scenario, and you can only have it once. You can't stack them. And so so it's once per session thing, and why you can do it literally all the time with 4 or 5 attempts a day or something.
And because I'm a shitty streamer and a shitty host, this is the first new show in 6 months. So I forgot to mention that when we hit the micro goals, follows, retweets, and subs, everyone gets advantage to using that session, including the Dungeon Master.
Cool.
So
that should remain as advantage.
Yeah, that stays at advantage. That balances out the house rule. So that's
cool.
Totally cool.
Hey, look at that! See, boom.
Yay.
Awesome. All right. Well, these things are still alive.
Great. We were trying to talk you into forgetting they were alive, and it didn't work.
Yeah. All right. They finish. Talk a bit for 9. It's Min. It's your turn again.
Why is it my turn again? Talk, and then the things go.
No, these things have gone. They have gone. The things have gone.
I was very
no
confused.
problem.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm. I'm just gonna heal people. I was gonna attack it, but I don't think that's a good idea given how bad shape I am right now. Okay, so I take another breath and I look down, kind of like a deep breath, and then I play another song. This time, more determined, and the glowing yellow light is even brighter this time as I heal Talk.
Who'd you heal the first time?
Me.
Zin.
Okay.
Z. Yeah. I can only cast level 2 once, right?
Mm-hmm. You have 2 level 2 spells,
mm-hmm.
so you should be able to cast it twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
for 7. All right. Talk, it's your turn.
And
Talk to your
one's
friends.
directly in front of me.
Talk to your friends.
Yeah, you're engaged, and so's the other. Yeah.
Join me, brethren, in sending this vile creature back from whence it came. And then I'm going to use my great sword and kaboom.
You have advantage
I keep
yeah.
Okay.
Because they start trying to swarm it and help you because they can't really they don't know how to really attack, but they're trying to help you and get close to it and be like, ah!
21 to hit.
Yeah, that's more than enough. Plenty.
11 points damage, and then I'm pumping divine.
You don't have to.
Okay.
You don't have to. It's dead.
Aw.
One goes down. Or so there's two of them are down now. One left.
One remains.
Yes,
Okay.
one remains.
Point my sword at the remaining one. Is it still in the air or is it on the ground?
It's on the ground.
It's on the ground.
It landed.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all up in Raijin's business right now.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't want to chance shooting at it, so I'm gonna run up and hit it with my short sword.
Okay, definitely. You can do that. Okay, you are the roll master tonight. That's 100. That's absolutely a hit.
Okay. That's gonna be 10.
Yeah, that's you're good. You kill it. Describe how you kill it.
I think because she doesn't like drawing attention to herself, she's very like no nonsense. So she just kind of like runs up to Raijin's side and then just kind of like very swiftly just kind of stabs it through like the neck area, mouth, and then just pulls out her short sword and just kind of takes a step back. Job done.
Yeah.
No flare needed.
Yes.
Well done.
Perfect. No, that's cool. Battle in-game battle music ceases. However, you hear that the fight is still going on inside the oasis. Cinderberry is wrestling with something else entirely. You just hear a lot of splashing in the water. You guys are here. What do you do?
Run over to Cinderberry.
Okay.
We can't see it from where we're at. Let's start.
No, not the way the perspective is.
I loot the
Alright.
corpses. No, I'm just kidding.
Draw
Totally kidding.
great sword, charging in towards the wrestling in the water.
Yeah. So Cinderberry seems to be unmoving in the water, as like at least as far as its legs are going, and there seems to be some sort of. It probably comes up maybe half the size of Cinderberry. It sort of looks like one of these lobster creatures, but it seems to be bigger and blue. And I think the most notable thing about it that you see is that it has piercing white eyes. It hisses as you guys approach and begins to flee and runs away. And Cinderberry tries to turn around and just uses his head and says, I could have gotten it. But yeah.
How does
Sorry.
Cinderberry
Excuse me,
look?
my manners. Cinderberry looks great. However, now you're upon closer inspection. He's great except for his legs are stone. They're firmly in the water as rock. And looks down and goes, That ain't good.
So you weren't always part rock, then, is what you're saying.
No. Can't say I've been. This is a new one for Cinderberry. Haven't seen anything like that before.
You haven't seen, like, a basilisk or any kind of magic before? It's a pretty common thing.
Maybe around your parts.
I don't think it's very common for people to be turned into stone.
I mean, it depends what you're fighting, I guess.
Well, I haven't
And,
fought anything like that. I haven't fought a lot of stuff though, so maybe I don't know.
That's unfortunate. We'll
Well-
try to fix that.
Min,
Yeah.
this isn't good because this means that Cinderberry can't protect themselves.
That's bad. So maybe we can break the rock away.
That would be like breaking his legs off, though.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't. Look,
Okay.
it'll
What?
pass.
It'll
Okay.
pass.
You're
It'll
just
go
saying
away?
that. You don't believe that, do you?
No,
I'm gonna use
Look.
my my sense of motion to tune to his senses and see how he really feels about the situation. When I do this, by the way, it's very obvious that I'm trying to reach into this because my eyes glow, like they turn completely iridescent blue.
Oh, do you like? And you like to hold your hand out, and you can like see.
Yeah, well,
Or-
it's like it's unseen but felt, almost like two auras drawing together.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, Cinderberry's aura is scared, but there's also a certain amount of calmness that it comes from being in the water that it likes. So you're getting a lot of feelings of uncertainty, but also comfort. Like it's comfort. It's somewhat comforted to be where it is. Like if there's any place this could happen, it's glad it's here.
Mm-hmm.
While this is happening, Raijin's going to walk over into the water and take a look at the stone leg situation.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on there? Does it look like it's like... Obviously, it looks like it's not natural because he was a tree before and now he's a half stone. Does this look like a magical effect or, a natural phenomenon or something like that? Is it
Right. Yeah. Right. This is a magical effect, and I think while you're doing that, Cinderberry tells you what's going on with that creature, and says that it was looked to be like might be the leader of those other ones you were dealing with.
Okay.
Look,
can I do an Arcana to see if I've ever seen anything like this before?
I think you have, considering you're a Voidborn.
Okay.
This is a magical effect. Maybe not necessarily this thing per se.
Yeah.
But so yeah, no, Arcana then. Yeah, you have enough positioning here to you can
19?
wager.
Yeah, I kind of want to see if I know of a way to basilisk, other things like cockatrice that might turn them into stone. If I know that there's a cure for what this is, or a common thread between stoning cures.
Yeah. So there are a couple of things you can do when they're turned to stone. The obvious one is that the counter resin, like to fix this, comes from the creature that does it.
Yeah.
But there are some other ways of doing it. But these ones aren't necessarily as permanent. Like basically, it's the antidote is from felling the creature. The other best way of doing it would be there's like a combination of magic and rituals and a whole rare ingredients that could probably in effect restore some mobility to these stone limbs.
So he kind of stands up and, as unemotional as ever, he looks over at everyone and says, "Well, listen, good news. 1, we had to kill the giant thing. 2, killing the giant thing probably might save Cinderberry so that he can die later when the army comes. 3, Lightforged. Lesson 1 is over. Now do that in like a circle around Cinderberry and try not to die. Or just stand there like an asshole."
Yeah.
Great.
They all look around and be like, "Oh, this will not do. That's not good. That's not good at all."
No, you just get like a circle. It's like a square without the edges. You just stand in it, swords out, attack the crab monster. We're gonna go that way, right? You got it.
They're gonna look at you and they're gonna. Most of them don't have weapons, and it's not like this place it's lit with with an armory. So they grab like rocks and clubs, and Cinderberry's like, it's not necessary. I'll be fine.
Listen, you were fun as a tree man. Tree. Less fun as a half rock, half tree. You can't do a whole lot. You're just sort of in one place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm surveying our party,
Yeah.
Who looks wounded? Who looks like? Is the whole party here? Are they?
Yeah.
Because I've been fighting. I don't know if any of us fell in combat. It's not uncommon.
So I think when Talk looks over Raijin, it takes a few times because you've seen him normally get his ass kicked. So you don't really notice the fact that he is bruised and bloodied and sitting at less than a quarter hit points.
It's not a combat unless he's been knocked unconscious and I go over and take him out of the knee. No.
Yeah. So it takes a few passes for you to realize that he's injured. But yeah, he's
Zyrina was in the fray. Is she wounded?
I'm wounded, but it's not terrible. I'm over half.
All right. I invite Raijin and Zyrina to come over. What about Minea? Does she look like she's been scarred by
She
war?
looks like she's living in hell right now.
Yeah.
She's trying to put on a smile, but her body, like she's kind of almost hunched over instead of how she is normally, which is like
Does it
skipping
look more?
around
Yeah,
and stuff.
Does it look
Serena
more
would be like helping her.
With Minea, does it look more psychological or physical?
No, we were drenched in
Physical.
acid.
Yeah, this
They both
burns.
got wrecked with acid.
Okay. So as soon as I see that Minea is in the living hell, I'm going right over to her and asking if she will please place her hands in mine.
Mhm.
And I take her hands and I do 15 points of lay on hands on her
Nice.
in attempt to soothe her.
What does that do?
You get 15 points of health back.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Thank you.
It means we are now
Talk.
married. No. He's the Kylo Ren of the group. No.
Oh God.
So, I think Cinderberry mentions and says, "Well, this pool ain't so much a healing pool, but it does have a couple tricks up its sleeve," and tells you guys to come close to him.
All right. Go close to him.
Do it.
Now, it's been a while since I did this, so hang tight. And it starts singing a song. It sounds pretty uplifting, but it's singing it in a language that you don't know. But it's the song that we heard during the story.
You want to say
And
it again, please?
No. And you all get benefits of the aid spell, which is pretty cool. So you all gain temporary HP for 24 hours. Or permanent HP increase. Which is a pretty good spell.
What is it? Choose up to 3 creatures within range, blah, blah, blah. Increase
Yeah,
hit points
it's all
by-
of you. Yeah.
So increase maximum hit points and current hit points by 5.
Mhm.
Cool.
So maximum current hit points both go up by 5.
Neat.
And it says, all right, I think it might have worked. And all 4 of you get it. And says, now, you should know that this stuff doesn't last. It's only there till the light of the morning. So upon first light, that goes away. I ain't got much, but that's all I got.
Thank you. Also, flying, tunneling, death monster. Where do they live?
Those must be scouts. That army, you reckon? I haven't seen those things in a long time. They'd normally hunt alone. So if they have a big one like this, they only
They're
respond.
organized somehow.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
So
Well,
you're
that's
saying
not good.
wade head on into the army.
He shakes his trunk. I don't know.
If it headed back to the army, then we can't go get it.
Yep. I mean, we can, but we're probably not going
We
to bring
would
it
probably
back.
die.
Yeah, that's the one.
It might be a trap.
Yeah, also that.
Library says.
And I literally just promised Minea that she would get to kill so many more things.
I don't want to kill so many things.
Why?
Well, because that's mean.
What if
We only kill if we have to defend ourselves. We don't go looking for trouble on purpose.
Why?
Well,
She just kind of like crosses her hands and just huffs a little bit and starts walking away.
don't really like being hurt.
Let's. I'm missing a fundamental truth here. The point is to hurt them before they. It's regardless. It's beside the point. If we leave, now he's for sure dead. He's got stone feet. I don't think he can move.
Maybe if we had just done my idea and left, none of this would have happened.
Well, no, because if we had left, then all of the flying monsters would have just come here and killed everybody.
We could have led the army away. They're after us.
Yeah.
This happened to Cinderberry because we're here.
They'll never know.
That ain't true, darling. You know,
Yes,
it
it
says.
is. It is
I
true.
propose a deception.
You're beating yourself up over this. That ain't your fault.
What has happened in the past is in the past. We cannot change the past. We must move on. I propose a deception. In my assessment, the Lightforged, they're not fighters. They're philosophers. They will not be much help in a conflict. However,
Or anywhere
they
else.
do follow instructions quite adequately. I propose we pull a ruse on the army. We position the Lightforge as if they were corpses. We command them to remain absolutely still. They make no sound. They don't need to breathe or talk or murmur. We ask them to essentially go into maintenance mode. We attempt to lure the army away from Cinderberry the best we can, and then we surround them. And
the four of us surround them.
absolutely.
Against an army?
Here's the problem with your plan. If they don't fall for it, they'll kill all of them. And they'll just be sitting ducks.
They will simply be rebuilt.
I don't like it. I think these people should go on their way. This isn't their problem. This isn't their fight.
I'm inclined to agree with you. You demonstrated your prowess on the field of battle and have proven yourself a keen warrior and a sound mind, and I am willing to follow your lead, Zyrina, and
Great.
talk to first to her judgment.
Min, what do you think?
I want to help Cinderberry, but I think if he's gonna go anywhere, he wouldn't leave, even if he could. This is where he wants to be, and there's nothing that we can do to stop an entire army, and we can try to lead them away, but there's no guarantee that that will work either. So whichever way we think about it, we still have to go get that star.
An army will move slowly and be easy to delay. I think there may still be a way to stop them, but we would have to scout ahead.
What if we have make some kind of a distraction to make them feel like maybe there's nothing left at Cinderberry?
Cinderberry's
What do you
intrigued.
propose?
Well, there's water around Cinderberry, so he would be safe. What if we raise the rest of the oasis?
Flood Cinderberry?
No.
Yeah.
What if we...
What do you mean no?
Wait, no. Your idea was great. Hey, are you connected to the rest of these trees? And he motions to the trees kind of surrounding the oasis.
The Cinderberry?
Yeah.
Are you asking Cinderberry that?
Yeah.
Says, it nods, and says, yeah.
If I cut it down, does it hurt?
No, but I take care of them.
Okay. There's enough trees around here. What if we burn them down and make it look like the oasis burnt? And you sit here in this water. Well, you can't really go anywhere anyway, but you're in the water and you don't burn. And then they leave because it looks like it's already been destroyed. You can always regrow a tree. I can't regrow... I don't know what you are still, but I can't regrow you, I'm pretty sure.
If he dies, he will return to this plane, as all things do.
Cinderberry says, I don't like plans that rely on our good-for-nothing villains to be dumb.
What if one of us goes ahead and tries to find where the army is and to confirm that they continued away from the oasis when they see the smoke in the distance?
I'm willing to scout ahead. I need no food, no water, nor air, nor sleep.
Okay.
There's
I mean,
no
if we just
guarantee
leave,
that
then
he
there's
would come
nothing.
back. And then if Talk doesn't come back, then we have no confirmation other than the army is that much closer.
Then I'll go with him.
I suggest we all go together.
I suggest we leave and head for the star.
Well, I have deferred to her judgment. Meaning, what she wills, that will be the path that we take. What say you, Rajan?
Eric, what direction is the Lightforged cities?
North.
Is that the direction the star's going?
No.
Shit.
You have to go west.
Damn it. I was gonna say we could distract them with the Lightforged going back to their
Yeah.
city. At least the city's more defensible than a
Yeah.
oasis.
Army's approaching from the southwest.
Okay.
I'm willing to... I'm asking Zyrina, shall I dismiss the Lightforge and send them back to their city?
I don't see a use for them here.
All right, so I'm going up, and the same as I gave a rousing speech to defend Cinderberry, I let them know that is exactly what they did, and they fought bravely and gallantly. They are dismissed by from their military duties. They're free to go back and continue their arrangements.
Not a single one of them moves.
Will
Are
they
their
die
lights still
here?
working?
What?
I'm checking to see if they're alive. Are they dead?
Oh yeah, no, they're alive. They're
I was
yeah, no,
worried.
they're-
I was like,
oh,
oh, no.
sorry. Yeah, no, they defy you. They stay and say, "This will not do. Us returning back until this problem is solved.
The
You've
Lightforge
showed
are-
us the way."
The Lightforge are committed.
Okay, so plan, we burn part of the oasis, the Lightforged stay here, me and Talk scout ahead and make sure the army leaves, and if it's not working, then the last line of defense is the Lightforged here anyway. So
But I don't see the point in burning the oasis.
to make them see and think that, that there's nothing left there, so they don't have to worry about coming to destroy the oasis.
But if they're just even a fraction intelligent, they'll see that it was a trick.
Well, he couldn't figure out my riddle, so maybe he's dumb.
That is sound, indefensible Benea logic. Well, he hurts people, so he's stupid. The end.
If we leave and maybe go a little bit out of our way to lead the army away from here, then maybe Cinderberry can stay and the oasis doesn't have to burn. If you're saying it's going to burn regardless when they get here, then why not leave that up to them to burn it rather than have that on our hands? I don't feel comfortable burning the oasis down.
I could never support the burning of the oasis.
Then how are we going to save Cinderberry?
We're going to just leave.
That's just like doing nothing at all.
It's better than burning down the oasis.
Here's we have roughly a day and a half, 2 days before the army arrives. Is that correct? I ask of you to grant me 1 day, and you can do whatever you like on this day. You can continue deliberating. You can continue training the Lightforged, but I must do something, and I must do it alone. Will you allow me to do this thing?
What is it?
You'll understand one day. And Eric, I went to walk off to a quiet spot of the oasis alone. I went to kneel, and my character's essentially going into downtime for the next day, where I must spend the full time connecting with the souls of the dead. I'm using my spirit talk background, and essentially, if I spend a full day communicating with the spirits of the dead, I can ask them a question. But it's up to you to determine the quality or the type of information that I might get back. And essentially, I want to ask the righteous dead, any of them...
Right. Okay. I'm going to stop you there real quick.
Okay.
I don't think the three of you, the three of your friends here, are going to let you have a day of the quiet and meditation that you need to do this.
Okay.
I think these issues demand something that's a little more pressing than what you have time for, unless they give you the go ahead, right? So only if you're like you explain this to your friends and they trust you to do something here. Essentially, that literally takes the entire day, which means that like they trust this place to not get attacked in that meantime, you know, that kind of stuff. This is you're asking a lot from your friends and everybody here to do that.
It's true. They were okay leaving me off for a day to talk with the Lightforged, knowing an army was coming. So
yeah, but now there's those budgeted days are you know
dwindling. Also, we were attacked by the scouts today.
Yeah. It's true. They're scouts, so all the more reason for the time to be pressing. With that said, it's up to them to decide if they give me the day. I say, essentially, I am a prophet, and I am connected to those that have died before us. However, resources are precious. The entire negotiations were over the arrangement of resources. I believe we should compromise, the same as the Lightforged compromise. Allow Minea and I to scout ahead, or we fortify Cinderberry, unless you're saying we abandon it, Zyrina. But the Lightforged, they've seen the way, and they're willing to fight till the end.
Raijin kind of steps up. I assume he's seen you, or at least knows of what you're trying to do.
You absolutely know.
And he kind of steps in between everyone's kind of arguing, and he looks to Zyrina and says, "Can you scout?"
Yes.
As well as her? And he points to Minea.
She could.
Why don't the two of you scout? You contact whatever Lightborn nonsense you're about to do. I'll train them and fortify Cinderberry.
Okay. If something happens, if the army gets here, or if we're attacked, how are we going to let each other know?
They can't go alone. We may have to defer to Cinderberry's judgment. I believe he told us to go on our own and to go ahead. And we can confirm that with him. Cinderberry, did you want us to stay and defend you, or did you feel we should continue onwards to the star?
He said star.
Yeah.
I defer to
My answer hasn't changed, Talk.
This is his land, and we must respect his judgment as the rightful leader of this land. So, Zyrina, you were for moving on, correct?
Yes.
Minea, you have his seed, correct?
Yes.
It's a plant, chat. It's a plant.
Plant seed. I have the plant seed.
Mm-hmm. The Lightforged will stay to defend him the best we could. They've seen combat, but if they do fall, they fall valiantly. And it is better to fall in combat valiantly than to flee as a coward. We have been commanded by the ruler of this land to go ahead. We are on a divine quest. And that is where we must go. So let's pack and let's go.
fine. He grabs his pack off of Cinderberry. He says, Talk. Which of the two of these was the leader? They all look the same to me.
It's the brother and the sister.
That,
And I kind of ambiguously
Yeah, you can't tell. They all look the same.
point.
Yeah, bluest one, reddest one. Whichever one you are. There was a mediation that happened here. Send 2 representatives back in case you die.
Good idea. More than 2.
Oh God. You just opened up a can of worms, my friend. They're going to start deliberating amongst themselves for hours about who's going to be the person to do this now.
Listen, shut up.
Talking about
shut
the
up.
virtues of heroism, sacrifice, living the telltale, longevity, practicality.
Shut up. This one
Oh.
Lightforged made me hate almost all of you as a whole unit.
Raging, you
you-
just doomed my people as I fold my arms and sit.
If you deliberate for any longer, all of you will die, and then the factions will starve, and the other faction will be fine. If you want the mediation, whatever happened here, to be successful, send any 2 people. You're all basically the same.
You pick them.
Okay, good call. You, reddish one, you, blue one, go. Right now, leave. As your military commander, go. That way.
They both
North,
look
that
to
way.
they look to their sister Larissa and brother Slovak, and they both they nod and they part and they say, "It was an honor," and they go back.
Oh, yeah. It was something. So, that way. He looks up at the star. All right, well,
Yeah.
say, your goodbyes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, do we want to leave in the morning after resting, or do we want to take a power nap? Because those wastes can be treacherous. Not that I'm afraid of the wastelands or anything, but
That is true.
I mean, we could take a little quick nap.
Yeah, I guess we could take the rest
Well-
of the day. Like, how we
Or
think.
you could long rest.
Yeah, I was gonna say
right?
we take the rest of the day. Like, I think the Raging's like downtime will be attempting to, with whatever is around, outfit the remaining Lightforged and teach them basic maneuvers. Yeah, that's kind of.
'Cause
That's kind
don't
of
forget-
I'm assisting Raging in that task.
We do lose our extra hit points by morning.
Yeah. But
So,
if you do it again, you can have them again when you leave.
okay.
Yeah.
So we're all resting.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
While you guys are all doing that, I'm playing music and singing. It's soothing for like the resting party. You guys gain HP over time, so
Oh, nice.
Have we might take the time to teach the Lightforge a song or two and maybe even a dance, because it might be useful. They might like
it
that.
might be useful.
They might like that.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay,
that's what happens with that.
that's awesome. Is anybody keeping watch or anything?
I am.
Yeah, Zarina doesn't sleep either.
Talk doesn't sleep, and he does go into a maintenance mode for 4 hours, but he can see during this time. All the senses work, although Talk has very dim senses.
Yeah, it's very similar where Zarina kind of like goes into the dream plane and can still see people by their dreaming essence.
That's cool.
Has like a vague understanding of the surrounding area.
Oh yeah, totally. Like Frodo and the Ring, kind of like, or like less that, but a lot of that like
Yeah.
whoosh kind of
Yeah,
aura.
it's more just
yeah,
like
totally.
fireflies where she can see
Yeah.
when people are sleeping.
Oh, that's cool. I like that a lot. Cool. Just don't mind me 1 second. Okay. And
I can just imagine Minea is just playing in the water because we're in a giant desert and there's no
Oh, I am
water
at
everywhere.
home in the water for sure. I'm teaching all the Lightforged a dance, a water dance. So
Synchronized swimming, if you will.
Synchronized sinking.
All right. Talk. You're the one who notices. You in the dark, creeping up on you. Not more land sharks, thankfully.
no cockroaches. No
No,
lobster cockroaches.
no. There's an armed squad of. You're not really sure. They walk on all four. Their backs are long, but they're like humans crawling on all fours. It's a very jarring sight. They have a pack of javelins on their back, and they're trying to be very stealthy, but they're really close to the camp at this point. You can see them. Zarina, you do not see auras on these things.
Okay.
But I see them.
Yes, and then
All right. I'm
then something
calling-
smells
burning.
like salt
Ew.
Salt.
as they're
What has
close.
happened? Are we back up to full? points?
Yes, it's technically been 8 hours. Right when it
Okay.
happens.
So just real quick, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if it's going to apply, but I figure I'll bring it up. It comes with my Gloomstalker. It's Unreal Sight. And so while in darkness, I am invisible to any creature that relies on dark vision to see me in that darkness.
Okay, that's important. They
Yep.
don't see you then. Okay.
Perfect.
Essentially, as I see them, I'm calling out to them in a loud voice, and asking them to make their presence known, and to identify themselves.
Yeah. And
That's the best I can do. I don't know their intentions.
as
Yeah.
soon as Zarina hears this call, she re-enters her body.
Okay.
And I call out too, and I identify myself first. I am Tok the Fallen, he who rose. Yes, and call out to them, and no weapon drawn, and beckon them come forth. Now this is where I take 5 javelins to the face. Sorry, guys, but
no, I think while you're doing this, how far away are they?
I mean, they're right now they're about 100 feet away, right? So they're somewhere between very far and far,
Okay.
and they don't seem like they're stopping when you're talking to them, when you call out to them.
Okay, cool. I also have dark vision up to 90 feet now, rather than 60.
Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, so then yeah, they're right on the cusp of your dark vision.
So
Right.
if Min is sleeping, she's going to kind of crouch near her and
Mhm.
draw her bow just to be cautious.
Right,
Um,
that makes sense.
Eric, can you describe to me the manner in which they're approaching? I heard sneaking and stealthing about. Are they in a straight line? Are they standing side to side? Are they roughly 10 feet apart?
They're about
are they up-
sure.
Yeah.
There's 3 of them, and they're in a skirmish line, approximately 20 feet apart. And they all seem to be kind of like, you know, when in the old sports ball and the football, like an offensive line, the way they kind of look
Yeah.
like down with like a hand. That's what they kind of do. Like they're
Mhm.
walking to you.
Okay,
And,
they're
and you can see on their
humanoids?
back and on their
Smells-
back they have
smells-
these. Yeah.
Salt.
You get closer and you see. I think you see them something that's very disturbing. They're not really touching the ground. Like they don't leave prints in the earth or the ground. They smell of salt.
These better not be the spirits I wanted to talk to earlier. They're about a day late. It's like, all right. I'm going to fire a warning shot at
Okay.
one of them. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm trying to think how this works. So essentially what I want to do is physics and Dungeons and Dragons. I essentially want
Gross.
to shoot a torch over in their direction, which is like the universal sign for, hey, don't come any closer. Essentially a burning bolt, and fire it, and with that also draw the redeeming grace afterwards. I know this is multiple actions, but it's just kind of shoot the shot, see how they respond, get the hand on the hilt of my great sword, and get ready to draw on if needed.
Yeah. As you see the fire goes over them, you see that these humans are wearing nothing but like tattered rags. You see the emaciated rib cages, like just and a very thin, dried out skin over them. They seem to like as the light flies over them, a wind kind of picks up a little bit, and you see like as they raise off their hands and stand up, it like kicks up this like little dirt, little dust devils around them, and then their faces are highlighted, and their faces are skulls.
Yeah, I was about to do my divine sense and be like, "Are they undead?" But yeah. So
they wail, and as they are detected and charge. Yeah,
I definitely wake up to that.
Yes,
and
that wakes up everybody.
And
Yeah.
I take my whip out.
Cool.
I let you know I'm here because if you have dark vision, you still can't see me.
Right.
Right.
And now that this is happening, initiative time.
I don't have dark vision though.
Or
Oh no.
question. Actually, is 7:00? Can we take a quick break, or can I go to the bathroom real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick because that's cool, and then we can get into the fight. All right.
So we're about to get killed by undead glowing monsters.
Y'all are.
Yeah.
Not me. Irina can fight.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this.
These are just the advanced forces.
Shut up, Eric.
He's doing the old waves thing. It's like these are them, followed by this, and then. Oh.
Okay,
Cool.
I have my hot chocolate ready to kick ass with my unicorn mug.
I don't have hot
love
chocolate. I don't have hot chocolate. I don't have cookies. And no one made me lunch. And now I'm going to get killed by undead.
I'm going to roll all nat 20s
All right,
now.
yeah.
It's
Initiative. Yeah, initiative if you haven't rolled it already.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
to select
Okay.
your token as well.
The character too.
All right, let me select the token this time.
Come on, don't shit on me. Oh, that's slightly better than last time.
Yep, there we go.
9.
I got a 4. I was asleep.
I'm going to use my inspiration to get the advantage on that. 20.
Ow!
No more inspiration.
Oh, that's cool. Zarina, you do know that you should be getting an extra bonus to your initiative, right?
Yeah, I just added it in.
Okay, cool.
I added the +1. It's my some modifier. My wisdom.
Yeah, you add your wisdom to it.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
1. Sadly,
Yeah.
maybe
Bummer.
someday it'll be better.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Works for me. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to make it into a faux grid.
You can just turn the grid on though.
Yeah.
That works.
I'm just saying, like, you can just turn the grid on too. So.
Now it's an actual grid.
A real grid. We're real grids now.
Right. So they're 60 feet away from you. So it's Tox, Serena, Ghouls, Minia, and Rangen.
You said ghouls? Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's why they do not have dreams or
All right.
imagination. Well, they are undead. They're not necessarily ghouls. They are just. That's what I'm using as a stand-in for whatever this creature is.
Yeah, you scared me.
Does it have a
yeah.
real name?
I don't know. Maybe if they're dead, you'll know.
We can ask them when we kill them.
Yeah, I'll
Well,
use my spirit talk.
Just real quick, chat saying they can't see any of the rolls or anything.
Yep, it's coming
Wow.
back in.
Oh,
Yeah, I had us off that screen while we were on break.
yeah.
I'm moving back 30 feet and then firing my heavy crossbow. Got a ghoul. I got a 12. I don't think I hit him.
Nope. Just barely, just a miss.
Dang.
It shoots. So I think what's going on is that you see them moving. They once they sort of they don't flash in and out of existence, but the wispiness of the sands is like they seem to have some sort of like minor control of the winds around them, and so like your arrow bolt like flies by.
What devilry is this?
Yeah. Cool. Zarina.
I'm going to do the same thing, but since I'm invisible to them, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I get advantage on my attacks.
Okay. Because they rely on dark vision, and you're not choosing to be seen until now, right? That's the idea, right?
Well, so basically, I'm invisible if they rely on dark vision to see me.
Oh, yes. Perfect. Yep. Okay.
And
all the time?
Definitely invisible.
all the time.
Yep.
Even after you've... well, I guess when you attack, you reveal, right?
Well, they can
Or no?
see where I am based on hearing me or seeing my tracks.
Got it. Okay.
So until they're close enough to hear me or see my tracks, then pretty much just shooting out of complete darkness.
It's like fighting an
yeah.
imp.
Yeah, I get it. That's cool. Totally.
Okay.
All right.
And
awesome.
Yeah, when you're invisible, you get advantage on attack rolls.
Yes, you do. You
And
catch them.
so 17, is that good enough?
Yes.
Okay.
Which
I'm
one
just
are you
gonna-
firing at, just out of curiosity?
Well, just whatever one would be like coming at you.
Right.
So probably
You have
this
1, 2,
guy.
and 3.
Yeah, probably that guy.
I'll color them for you. Red,
Thank you.
blue,
So it's
and
5.
green.
And I forgot to do this last time, but
Mm-hmm.
when at the start of your first turn of each combat, my walking speed increases by 10 feet, which lasts until the end of that turn. If I take the attack action on that turn, I can make one additional weapon attack as part of that action. If that attack hits, I get an extra 1d8.
Holy shit.
Wow. Yeah, it's good.
So I'm going to roll another longbow attack with advantage.
Yes.
I'm here to wreck people.
Yeah.
Apparently.
And with that extra damage, too.
That's a 22.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm feeling 22 as
9.
well.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And then an additional 1d8, 2.
So that's a total of how much?
16. Yeah.
16? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo boy, yeah. You get it in its face. I guess you put 2 shots into it, right? Yeah.
2
So
shots.
yeah, maybe like the first one goes in the body, and then it just like goes, and it starts coming at you, and another one into the face, and then it's just and now it's like its head is back and its arms are still coming out, and it's kind of doing a Thriller dance kind of thing
Cool.
as it comes at you. Nice, good shot. Okay,
Thank you.
the ghouls are going to get close to you. They're double moving. They can't attack when they do it, but they can engage you. So now the 3 of you each have a ghoul in front of you. Once again, I'm
Yay.
saying ghoul.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. They overwhelmingly smell like salt. Like they don't smell like decay. They smell like it's just a barrel of salt.
Like they've been preserved.
Yeah.
Gross.
That's gross. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the next thing you probably see on them is now that they're close, by the way, they were wearing some sort of like white like a very nice white clothing at some point in their life when they were buried.
Interesting.
Question, Eric.
And I said white clothing, like WIGHT.
Yeah.
No.
Get out. When they were first spotted,
Sorry.
first spotted, did I have approximately 10 minutes before they arrived?
No.
Are you even awake?
No, he's
Yeah.
he's not wearing his
No.
armor.
I'm not wearing armor. It takes
No.
10 minutes to don
Their friends
armor.
were exactly. Their friends were they came up too fast. You noticed them getting as soon as they were in range of you.
Yeah.
You just had a chance to react.
Gotcha.
They're very salty.
Okay. That makes it Min's turn.
So I'm going to take my whip and use it to slash towards the one that's directly in front of me.
Sure. Blue. Okay.
Blue, sorry. Yes, blue.
Mm-hmm. That's enough. Does it. Damage.
Do I have to... Oh, wait, I can click the thingy.
Yeah, you just hit the word whip below your roll.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I know, right? I forget about it too. It's a kind of a new thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you whip off. You get a good piece of their skin and some of their clothing, and it comes back. It's definitely some sort of like thin pattern lace that's on them.
Okay.
Yeah, you knock off skin. They don't bleed when you hit them.
I didn't figure, yeah.
Yeah, but now they're just an exposed rib. I don't really like to get into graphical descriptions of things, so like I try to keep that to a minimum of that kind of stuff.
Cool
Unless that's your guys' bag, and then I'll get into it.
It's
right?
not
Well,
my
it is
jam.
mine, but that's because
Yeah.
I run a horror game, so...
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
also mine because I'm
A little
an
bit.
awful person.
Okay. That's right.
Like a bag of Lay's
But you
potatoes.
don't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Yeah.
can use my imagination.
Okay.
You just make it more graphic in your own head.
Yeah.
Just do that.
Okay, that's cool. Right. I know we didn't talk about it, but as the theme of our show, that and surprise sadness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. So the
It's
goals
really
will moved. Nia went. Ragin.
Cool. So, Ragin whispers something in Voidborn, and then you see some of the runes that are cut along his cutlass begin to glow as I activate my Sockvind rune. And I step up to the one in front of me, and I slash out at it. Hopefully.
Okay,
15?
that's enough. Yeah,
Nice.
that's good.
9 slashing damage on this monstrosity.
Ooh, good one. Doesn't like that.
Sweet.
Not one bit. All right, top of the order again. Talk.
All right, I'm shouting out, Minea, step back from them! And I'm charging and switching from heavy crossbow to great sword, and then I'm going to take a mighty swing at one of these salt-smelling mofos. 14 to hit.
Yep, that's enough.
All right, I'm going to do damage, then pump a divine smite into it. Are they undead?
Yes.
So it's 14 slashing damage, followed by 15 points of radiant damage.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Ooh.
He's
Okay.
Ouchie.
Yeah.
Burst
you
into
slice-
flame. Just-
Yeah, you do. You slice it in half, right? As the back part of its body crumbles, and the rest of its body, like its upper body, is trying to crawl at you still and like attack as the radiant energy from where the slice hit it, like just kind of dissolves its top body and gets whisked away into the sand, just leaving that clothing, that old tattered lace here on the ground, like fades away.
Cool. And yeah, and
Just like
essentially
disintegrates.
I'm trying to, if there's any movement left, try to come, keep Minea like slightly behind me, just because, she's smaller than us. And so, she can handle it herself, but it's like
Yeah.
one of these things. These are ghouls.
Yeah, absolutely.
These are spooky
Yeah.
ghouls.
Zarina, your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to hack at it with my short sword, and I still get advantage, even if it knows where I am. It still can't see me.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, so it cannot see you, and advantage. That's a crit.
Yeah. So, I don't think I can hit it for the crit. Like, I don't think it'll roll with. Maybe it will. I'll try. Yeah, it did. I think.
It did.
Yeah, plus 1d6.
On roll 20, if you roll any crit, it automatically rolls it as a crit.
Okay, awesome.
So if
Yeah.
you roll a crit and you don't have advantage, just take the first number.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. So 6.
Okay.
6 piercing.
You also fell your creature.
Heck yeah.
This one doesn't dissolve as nicely as the paladin's smite. slash.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It still happened.
Yeah. This one just gets cut down, and that means there's one left, and it's in front of you, Raijin.
Sweet.
So no big deal. It's coming after you.
That's cool. Everything else has come after me today, so I mean, you know.
Hey. We both had our share of close calls here.
That's true. We did get hit by the same monster, and it did almost destroy both of us.
Fudged us up.
All right, it's going to try to bite you.
Good. I'm glad. I have
21.
I have 12 goddamn AC right now. It hits.
Yep. For 12 points of damage.
Yeah.
Don't forget your sock Vind.
Oh yeah, that's right. I can hit it right away. Let me calculate numbers here. Cool. So he is getting an attack as my reaction.
Yeah. Do you want me as a GM to remember your abilities?
No, I'll remember them eventually.
Okay.
It happens when you play 9 characters a week that they all blend together. You forget which one you're playing.
Yeah.
5 slashing damage.
Okay. Yep. Cut it, but still up.
Damn it.
Min? What do you do? There's one left. It's screaming and lashing and trying to bite Raijin, and Raijin's fighting it off with his sword. They're kind of like circling each other right now.
I'm healing. I'm doing a healing song. I have my violin out, and same effect. A lot of bright yellow, and it's kind of going towards where Raijin's at.
Okay, Raijin.
Sweet.
Cool. Yep. You get
And-
enveloped
Yeah.
like a hug, right? It's like a hug.
10x. Yeah.
10.
There we go.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Cool. Your turn again, Raijin.
Yeah, he's gonna slash out with this thing yet again. Cutlass attack.
Oh, yeah.
Could I do more
That's
than
good.
5 damage? 5 more slashing
Nope.
damage.
Nope. Once again, so like I think you probably cut like one arm, now you cut the other. But it's still coming. This thing doesn't feel pain.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah. It's probably like lower jaw fell off or something. Okay. Top of the order again. Talk. There's still one
All right.
left in real bad shape.
It would be
I'm
Tom's
moving
turn to
in.
save Raijin.
Great sorting, 21 to hit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
14
All right.
damage.
It's felled.
You
Okay.
you
All
couldn't
right.
write this combat where Brother Talk
Yeah.
comes to save Raijin.
All the time.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, even though he's falling, I kind of got to, swing the redeeming grace as he falls. Ask Raijin if he's okay, if he's hurt. Get
I'm
up a little
fine.
close,
Get
close
up.
talk. Get up.
Right.
All right, let me see you. Let me see you.
Get away from me. Get away from me. I'm fine. Like, barely scratched me. Get off. I had it.
Single tear.
Steal my kill.
He's already dead.
God. No.
Undead.
So are you.
Right. Yeah, so it
Ouchie.
falls, right? It falls into the sands, and the breeze starts to try to like carry that lace kind of just into the air. If somebody wants to try to stop it,
Yeah, I'm gonna stop it.
Yeah, same.
I kind of have some already though from the whip, so I guess I pick it up.
Do you
it's
see any more of these things coming?
No,
Okay.
not as far as you guys can tell. But at this point, they, I don't know, they don't really have anything on them except they had javelins and their that sort of lace clothing on them. It's almost like what do you call it? Just like a white lace with one of those very like floral, intricate kind of patterns in it where it wasn't torn before.
Would I recognize
Like
it?
robes.
Would you recognize? It's not Grigori, if that's what you mean.
Like some
But
kind
I
of
look at
gossamer?
people's dreams.
Oh, no. This doesn't appear to be a style that you've seen before.
Okay, so not like a common
No,
Okay.
no. But you
Can
can tell
I-
that this was probably formal. It's actually an exotic snuggie.
Can I use
not.
like insight to go through the types of like the lace style? Or
Yeah,
no?
totally.
Okay.
I mean, like, what are you trying to do? Like, what would success look like?
I'm
As
looking at it and thinking, okay, is it floral? Like, if they're undead, were they previously like priests or from some other kind of background? Like, what was
Yeah.
their original form?
Right. Okay. Cool. So that's probably not insight.
Okay.
But definitely sounds like an intelligence test.
Okay.
Maybe something history related.
Okay.
Lore, yeah, kind of like a lore test. Probably history.
Okay. Well, that's shit, but
I mean,
Yeah. Not great.
do you have advantage?
I'll get in there on that with her.
no, I have it, but it's okay. It's okay.
Like this is the desert, so I know a few things about this place apparently.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna join her in the history check to see if I can figure out what these are. Nope, not great. Guys, we're bad at this game.
Well, here's something you would know.
Speak
I
for
think,
yourself.
Minnie. Min. At one point, very long ago, these things were of the consort.
Interesting.
That it looks all remarkably like consort style.
You said that they still have skin left.
Yep.
Can I look at the backs to see if they have notes on them?
No.
Okay.
That's not great.
I think these might have been consorts a long time ago.
How long ago?
You don't
Long
think
ago.
that's true, Rajan?
Why would consorts be in the desert?
We go everywhere. There's few of us, but we do go travel.
Right, but this is like
Well, what
ceremonial
happened to
garb.
They could have been taken. They're obviously reanimated.
But this was Voidborn land.
And,
Why would we take a consort?
well, we have a lot of different
Well, a
skills.
consort right
She's
now.
not saying you took them.
Oh, I don't.
Right.
What if the Seven Sister had something to do with it?
I mean, definitely did. These aren't here by mistake.
I don't think they're consort.
I think
Talk. I don't think they're consort.
she would know.
I mean, Min, you rolled a 2, right? Not the
Oh, yeah.
21.
Yeah.
Okay, I was making sure.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, good.
I'm going to.
I didn't take my advantage.
I'm going to take an examination of it, as I'm proficient in history, and I am.
I
quite
trust
old.
Min. I trust Min and her expert opinion.
Yes.
Even if it's faulty.
I have no clue. I have no memory of these garments.
Yeah.
But
I don't.
what direction were they coming from?
The direction of
They-
the army.
Yeah, the southwest.
I think this is a sign that we should leave right now.
I believe you are correct.
Yeah, I'm kind of all for the leaving because, they're creepy and ugly, and I really don't want to deal with that again.
And they're not ugly.
Well,
Yeah, they kind of are. They're scary. Their faces were skulls. And they moved the way that they moved.
Yeah. I mean, just history and base identification, they look to be agendered. Which is probably like they're close to consort.
Mm-hmm.
And it just doesn't, but they're not. Like they're close but different.
Mm.
Yeah, and they were all wearing this nice lace.
Well, we have lots of lace in the consort area. Okay.
We're very
Right,
fashionable people.
We got a lot of time on our hands to enjoy the environment and clothing, apparently.
Right. So this happened in the middle of the night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it did disrupt your rest, and so you can't. So you got your long rest done, but you can't immediately long rest again. Is what
Yeah.
I'm saying, right? You have to wait 24 hours.
That makes sense.
But yeah.
So
we
should we
should say
gather?
goodbye to Cinderberry.
Oh, it's true.
We should make sure that he's okay and knows that we're leaving.
Yeah. Go on ahead. I'll
What
catch
are you
you.
gonna do?
Nothing.
Are you sad that you didn't get to kill the monster?
I mean, a little bit, but that's not why. Just go. Say goodbye to the tree.
Come on, men. Let's go.
Rajan, get your armor on.
The other Lightforged show up and at the near the end of that fight, right as you guys are saying it, and they're like, "What's going on? Are we under attack? Where do you need us?"
No, you're fine. Just stay on whatever alert mode or something.
We need you to watch everything that approaches from the southwest. We need you to inform Cinderberry at the first sign of movement.
Yes, brother. They nod, and I think actually one of them mentions, "What is wrong with the Voidborn? He seems irritated."
No, that's my always face. It's just how I look.
He's filled with sorrow,
No.
for he lost someone
God.
very dear to him.
I like that they're talking about you literally
In front
within
of me,
earshot.
yeah.
Yes.
Talk. I'm
You
fine.
see-
Shut
Sorrow.
up. Talk. No.
He has performance
Oh.
anxiety when he fails to
I
hit the
hate
mark.
You so much.
He wanted to kill the ghoul. I felt it was already dead.
I wish the oasis was deeper.
Ah, a sense of disappointment.
I am gonna sink him.
I heard
what his
that might
parents
be frustrating.
I'm gonna fill him with rocks. And just push him in the ocean.
And then they look at you and they do that nod of you knew the dictionary definition of disappointed. In their head they're like, oh, okay, they're taking notes.
Catalog.
Whenever they
disappointed
think of
face.
that word, your Rajan's face, that's what I want. It's just
Disappointment.
disappointment. Like the Voidborn.
Yeah.
The Voidborn.
Right.
Yeah. So while everyone kind of walks away, unsure of how undead work or what the hell these were, and wanting Min to be as far away as possible, he uses his cutlass to sever the head from the rest of the body, and then remove the heads far enough away that these things can't just collect and come back up. Because he's heard stories, and that's sometimes how things happen.
That
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, so he severs the skulls from the rest of the body, and then takes them further away, and then puts them down. And then walks over to see Cinderberry after everyone else is already
Yeah.
over there.
In the distance, far away in the enemy camp, a stone-like hand was fidgeting with 3 white stones until the hand comes together and crushes them and lets the wind carry them away.
It's
Back to you.
It's ominous. I didn't like that at all. I'm gonna put my armor on. I don't feel safe.
Oh my god, I think I know
Yeah.
there.
Cinderberry. Cinderberry's looking better. The paralysis. The what do you call
Stone
it when you
feet.
turn to stone? Yeah, the stone feet. Yeah, petrification. The petrification is receding, a little, but just slowly. Maybe one paw, one hoof is free now, and
That's good.
nods.
Cinderberry, we have to go.
You mean y'all have to go?
Yes.
Nods. Well.
I don't want you to feel like we're abandoning you.
I know. It's just hard. I don't have to say goodbye like this often. I don't really know what to say.
We'll see each other again.
I like that. I like that very much. Maybe you can tell me one of those stories. Don't think I forgot.
Maybe I'll have one.
Yeah. At least tell me about what you got up to in that time. But be careful.
Thank you for your help.
Thank you for your kindness. And he just kind of like looks down. Like I said, I'm not very good at this.
When everybody starts to walk away, Min takes something out of her pocket and hands it to him. And it's the glowing green gem that I was talking about earlier at the beginning of the campaign.
Oh.
It's like this little tiny thing.
Yeah.
But it glows, so it's happy.
Yeah. Cinderberry takes it with her trunk. If you offer it.
I do.
Yeah. It says, gift. And like I said, gifts are very special.
I know.
To us. I will cherish this. And it says in a very like non-joking way, just like, I will cherish this.
And you can always think of us, and that we'll be back together.
Good. And maybe next time there'll be less debating war or Lightforged.
Hopefully, maybe instead we can have more music and dancing and less killing. That would be nice.
Yeah. There hasn't been that much killing in these here parts since Cinderberry was founded.
But you've seen a lot.
I've seen my share of violence. I don't envy others who have seen more. I wish it didn't have to be.
Maybe one day it doesn't have to be.
Well, if you can get to that star, that might be actually true.
Well then, I promise I will do everything I can to get the star.
I like that. I like that very much.
Okay, well then, I'll see you soon.
Likewise. I think all the Warforged are kind of silently watching, like taking notes about what's going. This is a dramatic goodbye. It's very, very emotional.
As Min walks away, but is close enough to still be mortified, Raijin comes up and he's finishing the buckling and he has his bag slung on one side and he sort of like pats him on his brambles and he says, you fought that flying demon monster thing pretty good. That was a good job you did there. Yeah. So we're gonna go do the star thing and the army's likely gonna come and raise everything to the ground here, but
Oh my god.
and he sort of pats him again and he says, I will make the greatest ship from your corpse. And he pats him again and sort of begins to walk down. Which, to I assume, Min sounds like the worst fucking thing ever.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah.
It definitely does. But Cinderberry swallows it and gets the some solace in the fact that that came from a good place.
Did it come from a good place?
It did. I mean, like, so for Voidborn, like, shipbuilding and the Void ships is, like, the biggest honor. So to make a wooden creature into a ship is kind of like a big deal.
I get it.
It's a very big deal. He just nods and says, if you get to that star first, for those others, I think this world's going to be in good hands. You take care of it. And, Min, you're the one with the seed, right? You take care of that seed, too.
You know I will.
And it just nods again. And, all right. First light's coming up soon. Come gather around. I'll come into this water. I'll get you one more time, one more blessing for the road.
Yeah. Serena does.
Yeah, Raijin comes in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I step in the water.
Yeah. Cool. And they sings their song again. And by the end of it, you feel rejuvenated with the aid spell again once more. So your maximum HP is raised by 5, and your current HP is raised by 5.
Sweet deal. Yeah, I think after he finishes his song, I think Raijin's probably the first one to leave the water.
Right. Yeah.
He said what he needed to say. He knows what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zarina just like reaches out and touches his trunk for a second and then leaves the water.
I place my hand on Cinderberry's trunk and motion down to look into the water so he can see the reflection of the two of us together. And I ask that he remembers us this way, together. And with that, I leave a blessing on him as well, that he might be blessed for whatever trials may come. And with that, I exit the water and depart without looking back.
Aw. Cool. I know. I wish people would stop cutting onions in my space. Okay. And I think as you guys go off towards the west, towards Vashnyara, I think that's where we're gonna end the session tonight.
Makes sense to me.
It's really pretty good
Yeah.
stopping spot.
For sure.
So,
Nice work, everybody.
guys, blame Eric for making everyone sad at the beginning of the episode, and then also blame Eric for making everybody sad at the end of the episode, because he's a jerk. So, with that, Eric, who are you? What are you doing here? And why do you revel in the sadness of others?
I love it. Hi, everybody. I'm Eric Fulgaris. I'm a indie role-playing game streamer, as well as a stream producer for a lot of shows over on the Misclicks community. So if you like role-playing games, check me out. I'm really active on Twitter. I like to share my ideas and things about games and stuff like that all the time. I've played over 100 different systems at this point now, and I want to keep playing more. So I love games. I love gaming with great people like you all. So thank you so much, and thank you, chat, for being here.
So someone I'm having almost as much fun as talk as picking on is Min. So Meta, who are you? What are you doing here? And what did you think of tonight's episode?
Hi guys, I'm Metamancer. I do horror roleplay tabletop on my stream as well as horror art. And I play Min, the fun consort bard here. I thought this episode was really cool. I also realized how useless my character is some of the time in very heavy combat situations. So I'll have to keep an eye on that as we go through the campaign and make sure I can position myself in useful ways. The episode itself was really fun, though. We were talking about it in Discord, but Cinderberry is like our tree Gandalf, so it's very sad. Even though we haven't actually spent that much time with him, it's very sad to have to leave him behind. As you saw, Min is very adamant about saving everybody that she can, so it's a pretty tough thing for her to walk away from her, personal character and moral perspective. So it'll be interesting to see how she handles things, as if, depending on what we find out later on down the road, what happens. So after they leave, so we'll see. But I like it. It's good. Sweet
deal. And showing me up at every opportunity she had tonight. Summer, who are you? What are you doing here? And what did you think of tonight's episode?
Hi, I'm Summer. I run the community Off the Table, where we do a bunch of different games. We're running 5 different campaigns, all in different systems this season. And we do a weekly DM advice show where we talk to DMs and get questions about just various topics. It's really fun. You guys should check it out. And you can follow me on Twitter. I'm there all the time. But yeah, tonight was awesome. I think I won for today.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I found out I'm really good at shooting things / stabbing things. Felt really good about it. But I really, really appreciate Eric. This was well done on you. The balance between combat and role play. I didn't feel overwhelmed by combat, and I didn't mind it when it was happening. I really appreciate that a lot. But yeah, tonight was really good. We had happy moments and sad moments, and I'm excited, really excited for next week. Keep this party rolling.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And Grant, aka Brother Talk, we had some happy moments and then mostly sad moments. So who are you? What are you doing here? And what did you think of tonight's episode?
Yeah, it's hard to talk right now. It's been a pretty challenging week for me. On a personal level, I'm dealing with developing memory loss issues for a medical reason. So the themes that are introduced into the role-playing games, such as friendship and losing people, is really important to me at a personal level. And I really appreciate the effort that's being put into this campaign. In the end, it's a silly game where we get to be friends, we get to roll dice, we get to kill monsters. But there's that personal connection, and the fact that this is a game that's streamed on Twitch, can go back and watch it at any time and kind of remember the good times. And role-playing has always been my therapy of choice, and just really appreciate playing with you guys.
Aw.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, so while we're on a sad, somber note, I can relate in some kind of way. Tabletop is what helped me get through my time overseas, and then what helped me reintegrate back into normal society once I got back from being overseas. So I can understand the use of tabletop as a therapeutic, both emotionally and physically kind of thing. So, guys, if you don't play tabletop, there is a vast community of tabletop gamers on Twitch, on Roll20, on Facebook, on Twitter. Go out and find them. Tabletop is for everybody. Don't listen to what anyone says. Anyone can play. You just have to put the time in, put the effort in, and get in there and experience things. Don't worry about acting like a fool. Don't worry about acting silly, sounding silly. Just jump in there, both feet, and have a good time. And with that, you guys can check us out tomorrow at 8 p.m. for Blaze in the Dark. Check us out Thursday for my homebrew campaign, Timorel. And we're going to go raid a buddy of ours, I believe, Exploding Dice. He's currently doing some D&D prep, so go check him out. He's a pretty good guy, I guess. Go check him out and send him all your raid love from all of us to you guys. And with that, bye-bye.